to another episode of Cafe Isra, Sensible and Sumptuous Cuisine. This is another sensible recipe that I'm preparing for you today, and it's a Mediterranean salad. It's very easy to make, very quick, easy dressing, easy vegetables to cut up, and we're going to go ahead and get started. First, I have tomatoes. I have about 4 Roma tomatoes here that I've just diced. I have cucumbers, and you can do the ratios however much you like. I like about most of my vegetables to be tomatoes with a little bit of cucumbers and some other veggies. This is about a little bit more than a half a cup of cucumbers. I usually use the Persian cucumbers, the little small ones, but they were out, so I didn't have any. So I'm just using the regular ones. It works with any type of cucumbers you like. I have some scallions. You can also use either red onions or yellow onions or whatever onions you like. I like those because they have a mild flavor. And then just a little bit of parsley. It's probably about a tablespoon. Again, there's no exact science to this. You really can't mess it up. It will taste delicious either way. Then the only other thing, I basically have all my veggies in here. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I measure with my hand, but it's usually about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I have the juice of 1 lemon here, which is about, usually they yield about 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to use 1 tablespoon for now, and then I'll taste it. Sometimes I'll have to add more. And then a tablespoon of olive oil. Now, if you can't have the fat for some reason, it still tastes really good if you can't have the olive oil, and it's not necessary, but if you can, it definitely tastes good. And 1 to 2 tablespoons for this amount is usually perfect. So all you do, super easy, just mix it all together. And as you can see, I picked the biggest spoon I have in the house to mix this with. So that's it. Let me taste it. Always gotta taste it before you serve it. That's perfect, actually. And your measurements might be different depending on how much tomatoes you put versus cucumbers. Just taste it. If you just, lemon juice, olive oil, and salt is all you need for the dressing. You don't have to make it ahead of time. You can just mix it all in the bowl. And another thing I want to tell you, if you do want to make this ahead of time, what I recommend is to cut up all of the vegetables and store them. Don't salt them and put the dressing on them. I would wait to put that right before you serve it. Oh, excuse me, because what happens, so when you put the salt on there, it draws all the water out of it, and then when you go to taste it, your dressing that's going to be on there, it's not going to taste the same as when you first made it, because there's all that extra water from the tomatoes and the cucumbers that's come out. So I would just dress it right before you serve it. You can cut everything up, but do it that way. This is another way to have another low-carb vegetable as a side dish. You could have a piece of chicken, cut up some romaine lettuce, put it on top, and put the salad on top of it, and you have a complete meal. Super easy, fresh for the summer, no hassle, and very delicious. So that is it. That's a Mediterranean salad. Hope you enjoy. Thank you, and please subscribe.